Hello guys, welcome to Global Happenings. Today we have a trending news here for you. And the headline of the news read Victor Giadom get court order to access and also to operate as APC chairman. All right, but before we go on with details of the news and further analysis, we'd like to encourage you to please subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button and also on the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish video on YouTube. All right, let's look at the news in detail. An FCT High Court sitting in Maitama has granted an interim order allowing Victor Giadom to lead in the phase of the All Progressive Congress APC as the acting chairman and to preside over all National Executive Council meeting of the party. If you look through, you will see the court order there, and according to the order given, the first interim order that has been given, that one says that he has been given the right. Okay, I'm trying to get it here big enough for us to see, and it has it that an interim order of this High Court allowing Chief Victor Giadom, presently acting National Secretary, to pilot the affairs of the food defendant and acting as acting chairman on to preside at all meetings of the National Executive Committee pending the decision of the National Executive Committee of the food defendants fixed for 17 March 2020 or any other subsequent adjourned date pending the hearing on and determination of the motion on notice. And also the second interim order given by the court was that it restrained the food defendants and its officers or anyone purporting to act as an officer of the food defendant from preventing or in any way disturbing Chief Victor Giadom, present acting national chairman, from functioning as the chairman of APC. This is really a serious matter. This is a serious matter. All right, I'm trying to just make it big enough for us to see. He said, unless otherwise decided by the National Executive Committee of the food defendant pending the hearing and determination of the motion on notice, such order or other orders as this honorable court may deem fit to make in the circumstances of the case. Wow. All right, that's just it. I'm trying to read the court order to you because if you look at our the pics that is passing, that is just go past your eyes, you will see the court order, and this is really threatening. This is really threatening. They said no one has the power to stop him from operating in that capacity. The question is, if the president now wakes up and said, Victor Giadom, you don't have the power to go ahead and work in that capacity, what will happen? Now, with this court order that has been given, don't forget that Adam Shimole has already obtained court order from the Court of Appeal that he remains the chairman. But now this guy also, Victor Giadom, has also gotten it from a lower court. Right now, I'm not a legal luminary, but I believe that of the upper court will stand stronger than the lower court, because number one, the upper court has more power than the lower court. So if the lower court says, man, these guys should be the lead man in the party, and the higher court say, no, he cannot be. Right now, I think there's a lot of confusion that is going to be happening in APC if they don't go back home to put things right and get their house in order. There is going to be enormous trouble for them to face. Don't forget that there is a formidable opposition party in the name of People Democratic Party that is watching by the side. Though one will say that we still have extra years, we still have like 3 years away from 2023, but all the same, what happens today or what will happen in the nearest few weeks that we are going to walk into, because I know right now there's going to be a lot of consultation, there's going to be a lot of things. The president needs to solve this issue. We do not know if the National Executive Council meeting is going to hold, because that is the way the fate of Adam Oshimole is going to be decided. If they decide to hold it and they kick Adam Oshimole out of position, it therefore means the court order will not even help him. But I believe that before any meeting is held, the national chairman must also be in the know, and he must also be there. So if the court has given him the right to continue as the national chairman of APC, automatically the next meeting will, if it must hold, then he must be in the meeting. And with that in mind, it therefore means things may not work out as expected by the enemies of Adam Oshimole. Victor Giadom had been, in the National Working Committee, and according to him, he said there was no focus for the party based on the activity of Adam Oshimole, and he was in the National Working Committee as the deputy national secretary. But with what has happened right now, I'm seeing him fighting so much. But let's be real, this is politics, and this is an internal fighting. The court can go extra mile to some level, but the main decisions will be coming from the party stalwarts themselves. Don't forget that the lead person in APC, whether we like it or not, though we may have national chairman, we may have national leader, but the lead person of the party, nationally, is still the president. So right now, it will be everything. The umpire of this whole game is the president. Whatever decision he's going to make will determine whether Adam Oshimole will still be on board as the APC national chairman, or Victor Giadom, who is fighting tooth and nail. But one of the things I have also realized in this whole show is the fact that these two guys that are struggling for the position of the national chairman, they are very strong. Don't forget that Adam Oshimole has lost grip of APC in Edo State. And Victor Giadom here is one guy, is one man that is pushing hard to take over the position of the national chairman. And he's not just doing that single-handedly, he is doing it with utmost support from the South-South APC, South-South leaders. Don't forget that if you go to our feed, you are going to see one of our videos where we gave you an insight to the resolutions that were reached during the APC South leaders meeting. In attendance in that meeting was Obaseki. He was the one that convened the meeting at Edo House in Abuja. Attendance was him, the Edo State Governor Obaseki. The second person that was there was Rotimi Amechi. I didn't hear of Rochas Okorocha. He was not there, but Kiyamo was there present. And Ndoma Egba, who was a former senator in Cross River State, he was there. Udo Edege, also, who is one of the APC stalwart in Akwa Ibom State, was present, with other persons who have served as governors and ex-governors. All of them were there in attendance. But there were other key persons whom I feel that those are the main decision makers in APC. The likes of Bola Tinubu was not present in that meeting. The likes of, though I know Bola Tinubu is not even from South, because it was actually for South leaders, but there was one key person who was supposed to be there who was not there. I'm talking about the chapter chairman of APC in South. That's Hilliard Eta. He was also supposed to be, but he blatantly refused to be in attendance in that meeting. And in that meeting, there was a resolution, and that resolution was that, please, it is our turn to lead as the national chairman of APC for these 4 years. So they were soliciting that, please, if this national chairman is kicked out as Adam Oshimole, that they want Victor Giadom to be still the national chairman so that they can continue with their tenure. But that I'm trying to show you the caliber of person that are against Adam Oshimole. And also, out of, I think, 20 of the APC governors that are on board, or more, that are on board right now, about more than 3/4 of the governors are in the side of these other guys who are fighting Adam Oshimole. A lot of them say Adam Oshimole has stepped on their toes. Some of them believe that the failure of APC to take over the likes of Bayelsa State, the likes of Rivers State, the likes of most of the South State is because of the fact that Adam Oshimole is been brought in the attitude of the Labour Congress, whom he was a leader in, into the party, thinking that he can oppress people and make decisions, to a point that even Obaseki had to open up that he is involved in some extra, party activity, in some anti-party activity and all of that. But put that together and looking at what has happened right now, there is a lot of fear right now in the minds of APC. For me, I believe that if the presidency does not step in to solve this issue, APC is going to not only crack, APC is going to break into multiple segments, and that breakdown will cause APC as a party to disappear from the political atmosphere of Nigeria, and that there will possibly be an emergence of a formidable party which will conquer the likes of PDP and also APC if nothing is done. And guess what? The resolution that will be taken by the presidency will help to correct this to a minimal level, because the truth are these are all grown men, and already they know that the power of the current president was going to end in the next 3 years. And guess what? One of the things about the president is that he loves peace of mind. So at a point, he will just tell them, play your game. What I know, I've ruled for my 8 years. I'm going back to Douala to enjoy myself. And so before you know, there will be tussle, and before you know, other parties will emerge. So right now, there is serious issues coming up in APC, and we are waiting to watch what will happen tomorrow, because I know that no matter what will happen, there is going to be some level of trade where some persons may want to gather as APC to make sure that national executive meeting holds. But well, that's where we're going to leave it. Go to our comment section, let us interact. Don't forget also to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button.